This is Jacob here, just back with another airsoft review. This is my SPR MOD-1. I did buy this secondhand. I'll go over a few tips and tricks for you guys later on, help you out with buying something secondhand. But overall, this is a very good gun. I'm going to just rate it right out of the box, about 9 out of 10. I do have one problem with it, which is super simple. I just wish A&K would have figured that out before they sent these out. But now let's go ahead and get into the review. So like I said, I bought this secondhand. It's very good. I only had 2 problems with it, really. They were quick, easy fixes. Nothing too big. But all the features of this gun are the monolithic rail. We've got 2 side rails and 1 bottom rail for all your accessory needs. Personally, I don't need any more weight on this gun since it is full metal. It is quite heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is, especially for it being a carbine. Then you also have your sling attach points. You have a top and a right on the left-hand side, and you also just have 1 on the right-hand side. Everything else is metal, all metal furniture, except for obviously the stock and also the grip. Other than that, this is a pretty decent build of a gun. Good rate of fire, good FPS. Now, it does come with an 8.4 volt. I actually don't have a good one. I just have an old one that I haven't used in years, so it's okay. I'll go ahead and show you the rate of fire now. Semi. Full. Always release your spring tension afterwards with a few shots of semi. Other than that, this is a pretty decent gun. Good workhorse. It's really up there with the FPS, so with the extra barrel that I'm going to add in, it's going to make it much better. Now, start off with the con of the gun. The only problem I have with this gun is the stock. Like most guns, pull off this lovely stock right here, access your battery. But with this gun, all you can do is take apart your connector, and then from there, you got to take apart the whole stock from right here and take it all out. Personally, I think this is a pain in the ass. Other than that, it's a really decent gun though. Of course, you can always just swap these out. I actually like the tan color, and the previous owner painted it, so I've been scuffing it up, make it look a little more warm. That's just my personal like and look to it. But that's just me. Other than that, this is a pretty decent gun. We'll go ahead and start off with what to look for when buying a used gun. So pretty much you need 3 things. You need to clean the barrel, get an extra battery, and different mag. Reason being is to clean the barrel, you'll first see if they actually even take care of their gun. Now granted, I live out here in the desert, so one good like 8-hour day of playing in the desert makes your barrel look absolutely disgusting. But it is what it is when it comes to airsoft. So if you clean it regularly, especially like I do after every game, you're not going to see that problem. The only other thing though, if they do clean it, ask them what they clean it with. Most of the time they're going to say WD-40. If they do, just don't even buy it, because you're going to have so many problems with your hop-up and everything like that. And your bucking, you're probably going to have to buy a new one, so it's probably not going to be worth it for you in the long run. Now, cleaning with silicone oil makes it nice and sleek. I do put a little bit of barrel polish in it, but I keep it away from my hop-up and my bucking. Just a little bit on a dab of a rag, and I just run it through super quick. Make sure it doesn't go all the way to the end, and it works pretty flawless. Now, your battery. The reason why you want a battery is because if their battery starts dying or whatever, and they're like, oh, the battery's low or whatever. No, it actually could be a motor or a gearbox problem. So having a fresh battery to plug in, and if it shoots flawless, then you're perfect. You're good to go. Plus also a test, if there's any like battery issues or anything else like that. The last is your mag. Reason why you want a different kind of mag is because with these guns, they'll usually give a proprietary brand mag. So if they have feeding issues, you're never going to see it until you swap in another mag. So bringing a different mag from different guns also helps with that. Personally, this gun shoots very well, especially with any kind of mag, so it doesn't really matter. But for most guns, whenever they're taking them apart, they usually have problems with it going back together, which is super simple, but it's just one of those things to look out for. Let's go ahead and get into the optics. Now, I'm just going to start off by saying, if you do have eye relief optic, please get a riser rail. I run a mesh mask, and the problem with it is whenever this mesh mask hits the stock, you pretty much can't even aim down your sight because your eye relief is just way thrown off. So for me, this was an easy buy. I bought it actually at a local gun shop. It's 12 bucks. I've seen them go online for $15 to $10 including shipping, so I thought it was a pretty good deal. Other than that, I have an Aimpoint 4x32 scope with the red, blue, and the green sights on it. It works really well, especially in low light situations. And it's just a good scope all around. I have this gun shooting about 75 feet to a 0 and then like 150 feet on like a notebook size paper, and it does flawless, especially with that hop up. Then you also have the protector for your lens for your scope. I do not have the polycarb on it. I just haven't bought one yet. It broke, and since I haven't used it in the field, I've only been doing test practicing for it. I haven't seen a need for it. I do have a mock suppressor on it just to give it that extra length for when I do put the barrel extension in it. Granted, I probably am going to buy a bigger one of these anyways, so who knows. Then I have my angle foregrip. I'm sure you've seen this on many of my other guns. The only thing I like more than this is my Mission First Tactical Vertical Stubby. Works perfect, but either way, I think both of them look good on this gun, but I think the angle foregrip really helps make it more look of that carbine. Alrighty. Other than that, the only two problems with this gun was from the other owner was the one with the hop up. It was a little bit loose with the barrel. I mean, when I took it apart, it could, wiggle a little bit. So all I did was I just took some Teflon tape and wrapped the hell out of it. That's just what I've done, and it keeps it secure. I think it even bumped up the FPS a little bit. I don't have a chronograph, so I can't really say that for sure. Other than that was the bolt release. Now, the problem is when most people take apart their gearbox and their receiver, what they do is they forget to pull up on this, so when they drag it across, they spring out that, or stretch out that spring like no tomorrow, and it makes it almost absolutely useless. And in order to access your hop-up, which I've been doing for the past couple of weeks, because I've been sighting it in, especially with all the different modifications I've done, it's been a real pain. But now that I've fixed it, works like a charm. So, overall, this gun is very good. It's got quite a few features, especially for only being about 180 to 200 bucks. It's a really good low-budget gun, especially if you don't want to get into that $250 to $300 range. This is a pretty good in-the-middle gun, especially with it being all metal. I haven't had any problems with the motor heat up. I've seen a lot of reviews on the cheaper guns that their motors heat up super hot. I think this is like a high-torque motor, so it really does well with pulling back that spring. Other than that, good gun if you can find it. Don't be particular to one website. If you can find it cheaper, go ahead and buy it. They're really good workhorses. This is a good backup guns as well. So let's say you have your other AG, your $400 AG. This would be a good backup. Just be able to throw a battery in, go out and have some fun for the day, come back and try to figure out what's wrong with your main one. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any other questions about upgrades, I am going to be putting like a ProWin hop-up in here with a Magbull Shark hop-up, and then I'm going to be putting a 6.03 steel inner barrel. That's just what I'm going to be doing so far. I'll probably do a few more things with like the motor and probably the gearbox later on down the road, but for right now these are my basic. And I just want to get that accuracy in there to really utilize the FPS in this gun. This gun does great. It just, with the shorter, like 275mm barrel, it doesn't have the range that I would like it to have. So that's just my personal opinion. If you guys have any questions, let me know.